morning. Welcome to Di's Home and Garden. We're back in the kitchen today. If you haven't been to the channel before, what we do here, we're home and garden, just as it says. So we make recipes, we do some crafts, and often we're out in the garden. So today we're actually out in the kitchen, and what we're going to be doing, it's Saturday morning. It is 10:30. And I've just had a phone call from my daughter saying that she's coming over for lunch, and she's going to be bringing her two daughters with her. So it's going to be lovely to see them. And so I had to think about, what am I going to do for lunch for them? So I'm going to make a quick and simple recipe. So first off, I am going to use tuna, a large can of tuna, and that will serve us all. And then I'm going to make a lovely salad. So let's have a look at the ingredients that I'm going to be using. And I apologise for the noise in the background. It is Saturday morning. Everybody's out using their favourite toys by the sound of things. But anyway, let's get on with it. Okay, let's look at the ingredients that we're going to be using. So first up, we use capsicums, red and green. You can even use the yellow ones if you like, the orange ones. I'm using some tuna just to serve alongside this. It's not part of the actual recipe. I'm using some beans. I think that these are called Great Northern beans. I get my beans dried and then I cook them in bulk, put them in little containers in the freezer so that I've just got a small portion when I get them out. You might like to use canned beans, you can do that, but I find it's a lot cheaper to use the dried beans. We're also using olives. Now you'll see that those olives are in a Ziploc bag and they've got an old date on it. What I do, I buy my olives in a very large jar. So this is the jar that I use. These are 2 kilos. This jar costs $9.99 down at my local grocer. I break that down and it gives me somewhere between 12 and 15 of these packets, and I just get them out the freezer as I need them. I used to buy the standard jars from Aldi. They were $2.79. I'd find that I'd use part of a jar, not all of it, but then they'd be sitting in the fridge for quite some time and they wouldn't get used, and they'd end up being wasted. So as well as saving on waste, it actually is a lot more economical to buy the large jar, break it down. If you've got room in the freezer, it's an easy thing to do, to just pop the bags in the freezer. The other ingredients that we're using, Spanish onion, Lebanese cucumbers, some tomatoes, and extra virgin olive oil and some white wine vinegar. Now there's no real quantities in this, it's just whatever you like. You might like more tomato, a little bit less cucumber, whatever you like, you just do it to what your preference is. And a lot of people will say, oh, this is just a Greek salad. Well, it's actually not, because I don't put feta cheese in it, which Greek salads have. I'm putting beans in it. Greek salads don't have that. So it's loosely based on a Greek salad, but it's nice and quick and easy to whip up, especially when you're having visitors at the last moment. So here I am sitting down. I'm just about to prepare the vegetables. I usually sit down to do a lot of stuff in the kitchen. I just have some issues with my feet, so where I can sit down, I do. So I'm just sitting down to do this. Rather than it being boring, you watching me prepare vegetables, I will just speed it up a little bit, but you can still see exactly what I'm doing. So there you have it, all the vegetables are chopped up, and we just have to add the other ingredients. So we're going to add the olives, the beans, I will give that a stir. And we'll add the dressing. And the dressing is however you'd like. So just pour it over. This is the olive oil that I'm putting over now. Now when I make this for myself, I'll usually make a big bowl and I'll put it into the fridge. I'll add salt and pepper before it goes in the fridge. But because I'm serving this up and I'm serving it to young people, I'm not adding the salt or pepper at the moment, and they can season it at the table as they like. So there you go. There's our delicious and healthy salad. And there'll be enough there for my daughter to take home and have over the next few days with the family. So, oh, it smells delicious. So there we go.